I have 9 and 8.
All right, we are on record for a final pretrial regarding the request for trial filed by Faith Double and Jeffrey Patterson, the parents in this case. We have had a brief sidebar as well. So I look forward to any comments that any of the attorneys would like to make about the sidebar before we get started. But let's do introductions, please.
Patterson Howard, lawyer guarding ad litem.
Nastasia Thomas, counsel for the department. Present with me is co-counsel, Mr. William Amadeo. Sorry.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. William Amadeo, P76194, co-counsel on this.
And Your Honor, we have present the CPS investigator, Emily Salinas, in the courtroom, and then seated to my left, our foster care worker, Atlas Dimmick.
Good afternoon. Okay, hang on. We're gonna need you to spell that, please.
ATLASDIMOCK.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Errol Berger on behalf of Mother Faith Double.
David Shealy, P87619 on
Mr.
behalf
Shealy, hang on a
of
moment.
Mr. Patterson.
1 moment. Mr. Shealy, I need you to wait, please, because everyone needs to introduce themselves and then either introduce or ask their clients to introduce themselves. So Ms. Berger's client needs to introduce herself before you go.
Understood.
Faith Double, Mother. Thank you. Now, Mr. Shealy, whenever you're ready.
David Shealy, P87619 on behalf of Mr. Patterson Sr., who is present in the courtroom. I am asking for a breakout room with my client, please.
Well, Mr. Patterson is here in person. You were requested to be here in person as well, Mr. Shealy. I did try to address that with you in the sidebar, and I was also there in the sidebar when co-counsel asked you if you'd like to call him before we got started, and you said no to that request. At this point, I would not be inclined to grant a request to delay matters any further. We're already starting delayed, and I've got some other hearings this afternoon. So are there any other comments while we're on you about the sidebar before we go to other attorneys for their comments?
Yes. So I have a specific reason that I need to speak with my client now, and a specific reason that I did not ask to contact him before. It is a professional ethics reason. And so I'm just, again, respectfully requesting for some time to speak with my client before this. We have not had an opportunity to discuss anything that is before the court today.
Any other comments on the sidebar, Mr. Shealy?
Well, just to make sure, I think you asked me to figure out how to file pleadings. Can you please tell me exactly how you would like me to amend my motion?
Well, Mr. Shealy, your pleadings are rejected because you've indicated that you would like them to be considered in the matter of Jeffrey Patterson Sr. Your client is subject to the jurisdiction of the court as a respondent parent. Well, he's awaiting adjudication on this, potentially, but the matter is actually concerning the children, not your client himself, which is
okay. So it's not a
proceeding rejected.
Okay, so it's not a substantive issue.
Unless you would like me to consider your client as part of our proceedings instead of his children, then I would say that it is rather substantive.
Okay.
Okay. Comments on this sidebar, Mr. Howard?
No further comments, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. I had actually requested the sidebar to ensure that, one, I had filed a motion, myself and Mr. Amadeo had filed a motion for an extension to provide mandatory discovery. And then we were also asking for an adjournment of the jury trial as related to Mr. Patterson. And I wanted to ensure that that was properly filed. This court confirmed that the file does include that motion. And then I wanted an opportunity to discuss with fellow counsel the issues that I'm running into as far as it relates to that discovery, and if there was an agreeable way for us to resolve that matter. I think at this point in time, I'll be submitting a judicial or a subpoena, asking the court to make it a judicial subpoena to order the department to release unredacted investigation reports that are noted in the petition. Additionally, we had revisited the idea, trying to confirm with Mr. Shealy whether his client had continues to want a jury trial, or if he would be interested in a potential plea, because at this point, we really are just hoping that the parents can get into some services and get reunified as soon as possible. So we just wanted to reiterate that point in the sidebar. And then otherwise, I think that Mr. Shealy just wanted all of this on the record, and so we honored that request, and we are obviously on the record now. Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Berger, any comments on the sidebar before we get started on everything else?
Thank you, Your Honor. I was able to just briefly discuss that with my client regarding the discovery, and she at this time is not going to object to these documents under the judicial subpoena. So I think that at least would help us move forward in regards to that. But at this time, Your Honor, we don't take a position as it relates to Mr. Patterson's jury trial. My client was requesting a bench trial, so whenever that falls in with the schedule, that would be appropriate with us. But other than that, I have nothing to add.
All right, right now it looks like the jury trial is scheduled for November 26th. Your client is requesting a bench trial.
Did you do the written request for?
No, I didn't know I had to do a written request.
We didn't do the written request, Your Honor. I think Mr. Patterson did, or maybe his attorney did previously. If it's docketed that way, then we would not object to having them both together.
Yeah. It's really up to you. It's already docketed as a jury trial, so if you'd like to proceed on the jury trial for your client on that day, then I can leave it on the docket.
We will, Your Honor. If it has to be moved to do them both at the same time, we would not object to that as well.
Well, obviously your client has a right to have a trial within a certain time frame. So, but if you believe you're prepared with the discovery that you have on hand, then we can proceed on hers and we don't have to ask her to waive that. It's up to you.
I think because the petition is so heavy with previous allegations, we would need those reports as well.
Okay. All right. And she is prepared to waive that time frame then, and I'll let you know that we'll schedule it as soon as we can. Do you need another minute to talk that over? Do you want to just confirm that she wants to waive that initial time frame?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Yes, we will waive the initial time frame.
Okay. All right. So your position as it relates to the motion, let's go to Mr. Howitt. The motion to adjourn the jury trial.
Sure, I think I would be in support of the motion to adjourn the jury trial.
Okay. All right. Your position, Mr. Shealy, on the request to adjourn the jury trial.
I would need to speak with my client first, Your Honor.
Well, the motion's been outstanding and filed. Is there a reason you haven't spoken to him about it before today?
Yes, I have lost contact with him completely.
Okay. Do you have a phone number for him or any contact information?
I've had multiple phone numbers. I'd prefer not to really go into the details. I'd potentially prejudicial to my client.
Very well. All right. Well, I do need to make a ruling on the motion to adjourn the jury trial, and I do need your formal position. So I will give you a few minutes recess to do that. I will warn you, I have hearings starting at 2 o'clock and 2:30, so that may delay this until and unless those hearings are completed, but we'll do our best to accommodate everybody this afternoon, understanding that you may need to be waiting a bit for the matters that were scheduled. So,
Your Honor, is
Mr.
there any?
Hang on a minute, Mr. Shealy. We're gonna go off. Reminding everyone that in a hearing like this, because in large part, the request for termination of parental rights is seated in the aspect of the statute that asks me to review whether or not there's been sufficient progress on the case services plan and whether or not there could be progress in a reasonable time frame. The review hearing is consolidated with the termination petition proofs.
No.
And that the record as a whole will be considered as I look at the request for termination of parental rights. So any comments taking that into account also would be great to have on record for today.
Your
Would you
Honor,
like to begin, Ms. Underwood, with any? Oh, Ms. Thomas.
that was me, Your Honor. I'm here on behalf of DK Jr.
Thank you. Did you have any opening remarks?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes, Your Honor, I just want to let the court know that we were unable to achieve personal service for the summons and petition related to the termination portion of today's hearing. It's my understanding that the workers were just able to meet with Mr. King last Tuesday, I believe, but that does not give us our 14 days notice. I had started.
Mr. King, you're going to have to refrain from interrupting. Thank you. If you'd like to participate in today's hearing, you'll have to refrain from interrupting. Ms. Thomas.
Thank you, Your Honor. Internally, we've started a process for an alternative service motion. So that would be forthcoming, depending on what the court would like to do with that information today and how to move forward. But I just would like the record to reflect we did attempt to serve him and we were unable to do so timely. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Brooks, that gives us a service issue. Your client has the right to 14 days personal service for purposes of preparation for today's trial. You want an adjournment? I have 2 hours, Monday, December 1st, starting at 2:30.
He does.
Okay.
I'm unavailable that day, Your Honor.
Okay, let me see what I've got. Friday, December 12th at 10:30.
Talk to me before court. Then you need to contact me. I have numerous times.
Are you available, Ms. Underwood?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so December 12th, Ms. Berger, are you available?
I am.
All right, I would be inclined to continue everything for that purpose, but I'm open to arguments and or comments on that piece. You find that the adjournment, well, it's really a continuation for purposes of allowing the proper time frame for service to serve the best interest of the children in this case in its entirety, or do you think we need a review today, or what are your thoughts?
Mr. King doesn't have any parenting time with his children, and I believe that continues to be in their best interest. So I would say, for those reasons, adjournment to December is appropriate. If Mr. King or his attorney believe that to be different, they have the ability to articulate that on the record.
Certainly. Ms. Thomas, could you confirm you're available on
Excuse
December
me,
12th?
I gotta interrupt. Sir, I cannot hear these people talk and have you talking to me all the time at the same time. It won't work.
Well, then let's take care of this matter.
Mr. King, if you can't stop interrupting, I'm gonna have to ask you to step into the hallway. All we're talking about right now is moving the trial so that you have time to prepare.
I
with
have
Mr.
brain
King.
tumors and I tried to get them to them and they will not
This is
accept
what I'm
me.
talking about, Mr. King. You cannot interrupt.
I have a medically induced issue is what I'm trying to say. Nobody's allowing me to get that through to the court system before I get termination.
Are you available December 12th, Mr.
Yes.
Brooks? I was talking to your attorney, Mr. King.
I am, Your Honor.
Ms. Thomas.
I am available, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, very good. 10:30. Any position on whether or not you'd like to do any part of today's hearing, review, permanency planning hearing, or the termination today? Or do you want to continue everything to the 12th?
What?
Please do it to 12th. I'm irritated.
My client says he's irritated and he wants it all done the 12th.
Very well. Your position, Ms. Thomas?
Your Honor, we are agreeable to that. Your Honor, can I just ask for clarification if we will need to reserve the summons and petition, or can we acknowledge on the record that today serves as actual notice for the 12th?
Today is actual notice for the hearing on the 12th. Mr. King is here in person. He's been served personally with the petition. That is absolutely sufficient notice.
You guys get away with everything.
Mr. King, would you like to step into the hallway?